What would you do for a Klondike bar? For that chocolate-coated ice cream, noted big and room. I don't know how this song goes. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking, first of all, I was thinking, now honestly, you and I have lots of catching up to do. And so I decided that, like, hey, why don't we pull up to the table in the middle of the week? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. It's just a drive-by. All right. So, first of all, did you catch me this Sunday? Your girl was featured on the GP3 podcast. If you're unfamiliar, first of all, if you're unfamiliar, shame on you, because you shouldn't be. But nonetheless, you know what? Shit happens. Okay, saru. All right. So the GP3 homies, or this is the G podcast. First of all, they're my favorite coworkers, fave. And they were super delightful enough to invite me on this past Sunday's episode. So if you missed it, you can always tune in. They're available on Spotify and SoundCloud and iTunes. That is the G podcast. And that is episode 61. Shout out to everyone at Castropolis Net. If you are unfamiliar, because this is your first time listening to a Seat at the Table podcast, I am your host, Gail. And that means that you also probably didn't realize that, your girl is featured a lot of places, doll. But Castropolis Net, and that is CASTROPOLIS.net. They actually feature a Seat at the Table every Saturday from 3 to 5, I believe. Huh? I don't know. I believe so. So shout out to everybody at Castropolis, and shout out to the GP3 for allowing me to come on the episode. Now, I had some technical difficulties, so unfortunately, what was planned, my planned segmented time got narrowed down a bit, but I have a feeling that we will join pod forces again. All right. So let's get into the bad, the ugly, and the bougie, if you will. Now, first of all, it's been a long day. First of all, shout out to everyone who listened to this past Sunday's episode. But since then, we have had some developments out here in the streets. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, I believe that I did, that a couple of the C-list dolls are getting swept up by the feds lately. So Casanova, as well as, now you would have to, for the segment of the show, for this segment, if you are over 35, this is probably not for you, because I'm going to say some names. You're going to be like, wait, what is a what? Okay. So G Herbo, Chicago-born rapper, most notably known for the marketing circuit hit of G Herbo featuring Taina, which is Fab's stepdaughter, Emily B's daughter. She is pretty much one of the latest celebutante gals of the Black community. And you know what? Y'all don't give it up for the celebutante girls of the Black community right now. Like, let's just give it up for the socialites of the Black community. I consider, like, and these are probably girls who don't have a particular talent. And let me not say that. That's rude. I don't know these girls like that. They could, oh, why don't you just come in my throat? Why don't you just come in my throat? Maybe, oh my God, that is so disgusting. Why you say that? That does not, oh, you see, when the Henny's in the system, ain't no telling, honey. But listen, so here's what we know. So apparently, G Herbo's lawyer has revealed that Taina is, pregnant, is 4 months pregnant. And also has revealed that Taina is in fact, G Herbo's fiance. A little young, don't you think? But whatever. I guess, prayers to all involved, but it just seems a little weird. Did you guys, not weird. It doesn't seem weird. Weird is the wrong word. You know what? And quite in all honesty, most people won't even actually give a shit about this story. I think that what we can pull away from, what we can extract from this story is pretty much the same thing we can extract from Cardi B. Now, Cardi B not allegedly, but she did. Excuse me, I'm eating a brioche avocado toast sandwich. It's delightful. Okay, so, are you smoking or are you drinking? No, I asked you first. Are you smoking or are you drinking? Bitch, you better be doing one because I ain't drinking by myself because that would qualify me as a drunk. Hello. And I ain't no drunk. Okay, no, really, let's get serious. We don't have all day for this shit. So, I am drinking a 2008 Merlot. I'm not even going to tell you, but I've had this bottle of wine for quite some time. I've been nursing it. It's delightful. First of all, don't look at me like that. Yes, I do intend on drinking this bottle by myself, and you can judge your mother. But anyway, what were we talking about? We were talking about the lesson to be learned. The lesson to be learned is we all need to take the temperature, right? This is either the best of times for people or the worst of times. Because let's be honest, 2020 is a tale of familiarity versus faith. And for a lot of us, part of the reason why 2020 has been so dreadful is because we lack the faith. For many of us, it's been dreadful because it's familiar. Drama just seems to follow you. Shit always happens. But for many of us, for all of us, the panorama is happening. Nothing we can control, but here it is. Things are happening around us and we are scared and we're unsure. But the way that you deal with that is not by trying to find your sense of self through extravagant bags and clothes and trips and dogs. Scamming is at a all-time high. And quite frankly, all of that just to show people on social media, but also to live in a world where you feel like people are so goddamn nosy. See, that's the thing that is the aha. Especially if you have a public page. Everybody can look. Your tweets are logged in the Library of Congress, whether or not you save or delete them. So do yourself and all of us a favor. And now listen, it's easy for me to stand on my soapbox, wax poetic. But the real thing is through all of the stuff that I've been able to live without in 2020, the things that have mattered the most to me are the things that money cannot buy. Money can buy a cheap relationship. Money can buy an expensive bag, a fancy trip, temporary happiness even. Authentic love and adoration and loyalty, money can't buy that. So, G Herbo has gotten himself mixed up with Johnny Law and all that just to be able to keep up with the Joneses. Speaking of which, we've got our first blustery wind of snow today in New York City. And well, while it was beautiful, some would even say picturesque, it also left many New Yorkers feeling, well, the end is near. Hopefully you've been able to dodge the proverbial winter bullet. It didn't snow for very long here in the city, but it definitely did snow. Nonetheless, did you guys hear this story about Cardi B fishing on the internet for friends? Basically pretending that you guys know her and that you guys could, help her. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. Oh my God. That you guys could somehow help her make a decision about buying a bag, whatever. Cardi was attacked for not being able to take the temperature in the room, so to speak. Nonetheless, she basically doubled down on her even coming to social media and asking, even though no one asked her. So, what are you going to do? These girls are out here really just needing help, but, In brighter news, it seems as though Jeremiah is out of the ICU following his battle with COVID, and it looks like, he's hopefully getting better and taking care of himself. Listen, you guys, you guys have to ensure that you're taking care of yourselves and that you're being responsible for yourselves. Because really, the irony about COVID is that everyone else would be okay if you just made the decision to take care of yourself. And that's what is so crazy. You can be worried about the actions of others, or you can just realize how much power you give away. And really, the only thing you can control is yourself and your own narrative. So put on your own fucking mask, okay? And don't worry about who else don't got theirs on. Because anytime to me, I see people engaging in reckless behavior, I know that they either have a death wish or they're not conscious. Both of which are dangerous. So, Danny Lee and DaBaby's baby mama, are they just gonna continuously drag us through what is really just none of our fucking business? Are they? Okay, so we're not interested and we don't care. Nor do we care about the fact that, Lil Baby is out here paying for Bugina, okay? What we do care about. Okay, let's figure out what we care about in, I don't know, a couple of quick minutes because I'm about to leave you. Yes, I am. I ain't come here to stay, bitch. I just